Let's talk about mutations. You need your highlighter and this notes page. Mutations are a change in the sequence of DNA. Think of them like typos in a message. The mistake may change the meaning of the message. So y'all go ahead and highlight this definition of mutations. Anytime you see the green highlight pop up on this page, go ahead and add it on your notes page. Mutations are like errors in our genetic instructions, but they can also bring changes that result in beneficial new traits and adaptations. Let's look at gene mutations. Gene mutations are changes to the sequence of one specific gene and impact a smaller portion of an organism's DNA. Let's discuss the two main types. Point mutations are like changing one letter in a word. They are called point mutations because they happen at one point in the sequence of DNA. Substitution mutations are a type of point mutation where you swap one letter for another, like changing cat to cut by switching A for U. Here in the picture, we have a C substituted for a T at this one point in our DNA sequence. This may or may not change the protein that is produced. Frameshift mutations are a bit more dramatic. They're like missing or extra words in a sentence, which can change its meaning. These mutations shift the entire sequence of DNA following the mutation. There are two types of frameshift mutations. A deletion is when one or more bases are deleted. So this is like erasing letters from a word. In this graphic, we can see that a base was deleted from the mRNA sequence, causing an error in protein synthesis. So the U was deleted and it changed the entire sequence following the mutation. Insertion is the opposite. It is when one or more bases are added or inserted. So it's like adding letters to a word. In this graphic, we can see that an insertion of one or more bases changes the amino acid at the location of the mutation and everything after it, since it changes every codon that follows. Remember, DNA has 4 nitrogen bases: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Think of them as the alphabet of our genetic language. So changing the sequence of the letters can change the outcome of how a gene is expressed, just like how a typo can change the meaning of a message. Mutations aren't just mistakes that have a negative impact, though. They're also like the spice that adds flavor to our genetic cookbook. Mutations are how we get things like variations in eye color, hair color, and many other traits. So remember, mutations are like typos in our DNA, but they're also the secret ingredient for genetic diversity.